Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lesson 44, the numerals, Asma'ul Adad. Before going further with this chapter, we must understand few things and keep in mind that the Arabic number system, the whole Arabic number system, is one of the most complicated and hard as well as confusing at the same time topics in Arabic language. So the maximum times even the teachers who were teaching all the rules of this Arabic systems got confused, because there are so many rules which quite very confusing in aspect to remembering all those rules or while applying in those rules in this practically in our sentences. So it's very important for you to observe, listen and try to understand very carefully, and if you have any doubt and any problem in understanding even a single thing, don't think of that a very less, because even that single small trouble becomes very bigger when the time goes on. So it's very important for you to what I'm going to teach you now. Try to listen very carefully and try to grasp and understood and remember all the rules I'm going to teach you. So before jumping to this chapter, lesson 44, as it was our routine that before reading the chapter from the Arabic Tutor book itself, first I teach you few basic things which is being discussed in that book, in that chapter. So similarly, likely I'm also going to first explain you few things which is going to be discussed in this chapter, and then at last when finally I discussed and cover all the topics which is going to be discussed in this chapter, then in the last I will read the chapter from this book. Okay, so first I'm going to teach you from my own knowledge and from my own style, inshallah. So the Arabic number system, there are few similarities in Arabic number system from different Arabic systems like English numerical systems or any other languages. So there are few similarities, but first remember, let me write all those things for you. So we are learning Arabic number system. So what actually we are going to learn in this video in Arabic number system? What will be the i'rab of the numerical value in Arabic? Like when we used any number for denoting the year or day or any date or any specific number, then what i'rabs should we give to those numbers? This is what we are going to discuss in this chapter. One thing which we have to understand, that from 1 to 10 follow same rule, but from 11 to 12 has its own rule. This means now the 1 to 10 has its own rule, but when we come to the 11 and 12, it's 11 12 has its own rule. Now from 13 to 19 follow a different rule. This means this also have their own rule. Now from 20 to 100 own rule. From 101 to 999 have own rule. From 1000 to 1 lakh or million have own rule. So see, if you look carefully, so there are different sets of rule for the different numbers. So this video is going to be very longer and in very in lot of parts. Actually, I don't know how many parts is going to be to cover all the numerical number systems of in Arabic language. So let's assume that there may be approx 5 parts of the same video, which we will be discussing one of the rules in each video, inshallah. So for just I just give you the warm up that, and give you some idea that how much complicated the Arabic number system is. There are a lot of different ways the scholars have tried to explain these Arabic number systems in a very easiest way, but yes, by following all those easiest path, there are a lot of things which is skipped from which is skipped. So and we are actually learning the Arabic language, so it is not beneficial for us to skip anything. So we are going to learn this Arabic systems very deeply, so that you will get the confidence while giving the Arab on any word, any numerical values. So first we are going to learn about the rules of 1 to 10. Okay. So first we need to remember the two words which is going to vary used. First is adad and second is ma'dud. Adad and ma'dud. Let me write this in Arabic also. Adad ma'dud. Now, what is adad and what is ma'dud? Remembering these two words is very important because we are going to use these two terminology and these two words again and again in the rest of our chapters. So what is adad? Adad is the number. Adad is the number which used for counting, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is rest of all the numbers. So adad is a number which is used to count something. And what is ma'dud? Ma'dud is an object, or just let's say it's a noun. Ma'dud is a noun, or in Arabic term we can say it's a ism, which is counted by using adad, like 1 book, 2 book, 3 book. So here book is a ma'dud because it is being counted by adad, and 3 is the adad, a number. Now I hope you understand what is adad and ma'dud. Let's come to the next topic. When we want to use the adad only without telling the ma'dud, like when you want to write only 1, 2, let me make a table first. Like if you want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make it 9 and 10 too. Okay. This one is 9. This one is 10. 9 and 10. So when we want to use only adad without madud, okay, like we are only using 1 2 3 4 5, like we are counting from 1 to 10, and without madud, like we are not counting anything with using these number, then it will be used like this: wahid, isnani, thalathun, arba'un, khamsun, sittun, sab'un, samaniyatun, samaniyun, I think samaniyun, not samaniyatun, tis'un, and asharun. So when we used wahidun or isnanin, when we are only counting these numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 without madud. So this is the muzakkar form, and what will be its muannas form? Simply just add ta in the ending. It's like wahidatun, isnatani, salasatun, arba'atun, khamsatun, sittatun, sab'atun, samaniyatun, tis'atun, ashratun. So this is its muannas form. So when we use these numbers wahid, isnan, salasa, when we are only using adad without madud. Now what happen if we add a madud with these words? So let's make another table first. Allahu Akbar kabira. Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Astaghfirullah. Let's use this with madud. So this column will be for madhu 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, it's 11 enough. Now let me first write few rules. When it's very important, so listen carefully. When madud is muzakkar, it's okay. So when madud is muzakkar, its adad will be muannas, just opposite. So what is the first rule? When madud is muzakkar, its adad will be muannas. That's the first rule. Second, madud will be always plural, jama. That's the second rule. It's very important rule. Okay, so try to remember all these rules. It's that's why I told you that we are going to read this, complete this chapter in a in 4 or 5 parts, so you can able to uh, remember all those rules. The first rule is that when madud is muzakkar, its adad will be muannas, and the second rule is that madud will be always plural, that is jama. And the third rule, here from 1 to 10, both adad and madud will have izafat relationship. What does the izafat relationship means? It means adad will be muzaf and madud will be muzaf ilay. So if madud is muzaf ilay, then it will have a i'rab of muzaf ilay, that is zair, kasra on it. So remember all these three rules. These three rules are only for 1 to 10. Okay, now let's make few words. Like first let me write one book, two book, three book, four book, five book, six book, seven book, eight book, nine book, 10 book. Here madud is muzakkar. So here book is madud, so madud is muzakkar. Why I am saying muzakkar? Because kitabun is a muzakkar word, that's why. Okay, I didn't write the Arabic word, let me write the Arabic word also. This will help you to understand properly. Let's write the Arabic word too. Kitabun. Okay, now how we are going to write this in Arabic? So just remember, for one book, it's a book. So if we say kitabun, this will give us the meaning of one, because nakera gives the meaning of one. Okay, so kitabun means one book. And for tasniya, kitabani, two book. But as we are reading number system, so there is also one other way to tell all these words in a numerical value, like kitabun wahidun. So here the kitabun wahidun both will become mausuf sifat, where kitabun will be mausuf and wahid will be sifat. So kitabun wahidun, one book. Similarly for tasniya, kitabani ithnani. So kitabani ithnani means two book. So there's two ways to write these words. Now the complication starts from 3 to 10 or 9. How we will say a three book? So for 3 it's salasun. So let's first write salasun. See, For 3, it's salasun. And for book, kitab, so let's write kitab. So we have write the salasun for 3 and kitab for book. Now come to the rule. When madud is muzakkar, its adad will be muannas. So here madud is muzakkar because kitab is muzakkar. So according to the first rule, its adad will be muannas. So instead of salasun, it will be salasatun. Okay, so let's write salasatun. Now salasatun kitabun. That's the first rule, but it's not complete yet. We have to follow all these 3 rules. Second, madud will be always plural. So this means that the plural of kitabun is kutubun. So let's write kutubun. So second rule is applied here. Now third rule, here from 1 to 10, both adad and madud will have izafat relationship. Adad will be muzaf and madud will be muzaf ilay. So if the madud will be muzaf ilay, then its i'rab will be zair, kutubin, because the i'rab of muzaf ilay has zair. And now if this is the adad is becoming muzaf, then instead of tanween it will have only zamma, salasatu kutubin. So salasatu kutubin means 3 book. Okay, salasatu kutubin, 3 book. Now I hope you understand the first. Let's make the another one. 4 book. 4 means arba'u, book means kitabun. Now the first rule, when the madud is muzakkar, adad will be muannas. So arba'atun. Second rule, madud will be always plural. So let's make the kitabun plural, that is kutubin. Third, madud will be muzaf ilay. So kutubin. And if this is kutubin, muzaf ilay, then the arba'atu will be muzaf, which doesn't accept tanween or alif lam. So arba'atu kutubin. So I hope you understand this. Now I'm going to write the 5. Khamsatu, and I'm going to write the results. You keep wondering why these results come from and how these results come. Kutubin, khamsatu kutubin. Sittatu kutubin. Sab'atu kutubin. Thamaniyatu kutubin. Tis'atu kutubin. Ashratu kutubin. Okay, so these are for muzakkar. Now let's make them for muannas. Muannas. So let's say for muannas, which word is muannas? Yes, watch. One watch, 2 watch, 3 watch, 4 watch, 5 watch, 6 watch, 7 watch, 8 watch, 9 watch, and 10 watch. So watch is muannas. So what does the watch mean in Arabic? It's sa'atun. Sa'atun. So it is muannas. Let's make this in the red color also, because this is also madud. So here madud is sa'atun. Okay. Here madud is muannas. Now okay, so now here madud is muannas. So here the rule will be just changed. See, when madud is muannas, its adad will be muzakkar, and the rest of the rules will be same as follows. So see, for one watch we can say sa'atun means one watch, or other word is let's make it mawsuf sifat. Sa'atun wahidatun because it's muannas. Second, sa'atani tasniya, or we can say sa'atun sa'atani isnatani. Sa'atani isnatani. Now for muannas it's use salasatun. So let's first write salasatun. We are not applying any rule right now. Let's first write its original form. Salasatun. And for sa'atun, sa'atun. Now let's come back to the rule. We have salasatun, sa'atun. Now what the rule? When madud is muannas, its adad will be muzakkar. So here sa'atun is muannas because of having round shape ta. So its adad will be muzakkar. So the ta will be eliminated. It will be salasun. Now it will be plural. So the plural of sa'atun is sa'at. So sa'atun. It will be muzaf ilay. So sa'atani. Sa'atin. It will be muzaf. And if this is muzaf, then the tanween will be eliminated here. Salasu sa'atin. This means 3 watch. So now I'm going to only write the results here. Arba'u sa'atin. Khamsu sa'atin. Sittu sa'atin. Sab'u sa'atin. Thamaniyu sa'atin. Tis'u sa'atin. And asharu sa'atin. I hope you understood the rule for making for the number from 1 to 10. I hope you understand these rules. So remember these rules. I'm also going to share you the PDF. This will also help you, inshallah. So once we completed all the rules like this method, then we will jump to our book. Okay, so this book also have explained all things, but it's better if we start ourselves before reading from the book, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.